Welcome back, juniors. We're excited for a new school year. We have a little change going on right now in the home office. By now, you know, Mr. Nicholson is now the building principal, and Mrs. Bem is filling in right now in the home office as an acting assistant principal. So she'll be working with students in the first half of the alphabet, A to K. I'll still be working with students, again, Mrs. Lynn, with the last half of the alphabet from L to Z. You'll still be able to see Mrs. Mancino in the office and Mrs. Tranzu for all things attendance. Our guidance counselors have stayed the same, so we still have Mrs. Flacco, Dr. Yetter, and Mr. Feeney. We do have one other change that's affecting your class this year, and we have a slight change in our advisors. So this year, your class advisors will be Miss Amy Young, and Mrs. Flacco. So many of you know Mrs. Flacco from the office, but you'll be seeing her in a new capacity this year as your class advisor.
Welcome back, class of 2020. It's great to see all of you. We're just going to cover the 4 R's, and we talked about that last year: respect, responsibility, relationships, and resiliency. I really want to hit on respect, though. I think it's imperative that you really respect yourself and you respect others, and that really starts with your academic integrity. You know, you really have to give some thought to, do you really want to in the future visit a doctor that cheated on their exams? So it's really important that you put forth your best effort and do what you need to do to be successful. Also, let's respect ourselves with how we dress. This is kind of a prelude to us moving on to college or onto a job or onto something else in the future. And so how we present ourselves really makes a big difference. Also, we really want to keep in check some of the language. I know that outside of school, when you're with your friends, you may joke around and use some different language, but here at school, let's keep it respectful, let's keep it clean. It's something that maybe you want your grandmother to hear. And also, really give some thought to, what do you stick in your body? Whether that's tobacco, drugs, alcohol, really give some thought to that. And that includes the vaping. That will all be the same as what it was in the past. If you're caught with any of these items, they will be confiscated, and you are looking at some disciplinary consequences. So the bottom line is, what happens today, be a great person, be respectful of yourself, be respectful of others, and make it a great year, class of 2020.
Moving on to the second R of responsibility. Let's talk about what your responsibilities are this year. Our expectation is that you're at school on time, you're present in your class, you are where you need to be. If you are running late, again, stop in the home office with Miss Tranzu, bring a note explaining why you were late. If you need to leave early for a doctor's appointment or something, again, stop in the morning with that note and give it to Mrs. Tranzu so she can give you a pass to get out of class. This will just make your day go by so much smoother. Again, any type of permission slips, and if you have field trips, those should also be turned into the teacher who will get them to the office. Our expectation for you, again, with the Chromebooks is that you bring them to school fully charged and ready to use. If for some reason you forget your Chromebook, you can stop by D18 in the morning, only first period, to pick up a loaner device for the day. After first period, you'll be left with the day without a device. The other big change that we have is with the electronic device. Mr. Nicholson spoke about this on the opening day, but I just want to remind you that cell phones are expected to be put away and not seen, and earbuds are to be one in at a time. You cannot have both in, and there's no over-the-head earphones that can be worn. So I know that we're going to make it a great year, and we just need to follow along with these simple responsibility tools.
The third R, relationships. In the classroom, in the building, with your peers, social media, and in the hallways. The best part, I think, about starting a new school year in your classes is that not only do you have all new teachers and all new classes, but you have all new students that you get to meet that you didn't know last year. With that, and having 8 periods a day with different students in your class, you want to build a rapport. Guarantee you will find other students who have very similar interests as you. So take the time to get to know not only the person sitting next to you or in front of you, but maybe sitting in the front or in the back of the class. In the hallway, pretty simple. Manners. Smile. We have a lot of new students who are here as sophomores coming in, as well as new seniors and juniors. You want to smile and make them feel comfortable. If you see someone that you're not sure where they're going, you can ask them if they need any assistance. With your peers, your friends, be a good listener. If you feel that they need something additional, that's what we're here for. Please come to us and please let us help you with anything that you might need assistance with. And in the building, really very similar to the hallway, just be respectful of other people's spaces. There are classes going on at all times during the day, so just because you may have lunch or a study hall, you want to make sure that you're respectful in the building. Social media. Post what you would want someone to post about you. Remember, you have the power to whether you want to post something or not. And if you find that it's something that's not kind or hurtful to others, do me a favor, don't post it.
Well said, Mrs. Flacco. Our fourth R is resiliency, and I think it's one of the most important. You've gotten through wherever you were last year, sophomore year, whether that was at Northbridge, here at the high school, maybe coming from another district altogether. It's really important to know that sometimes things aren't going to work as smoothly as you'd like them to. And so this idea of resilience is really, really important. And I think if you look at people who maybe are your heroes or people who you see on sports fields, you're going to notice that oftentimes they're going to hit obstacles, and the big difference in the guys who are big-time superstars or the women who are really performing at high levels is because they're able to respond to those obstacles. And so our fourth R is resiliency, and we have some things built in for you guys this year, same as last year in most cases, but you want to know if you're starting to hit some roadblocks in your academics, where are some places you can go, who are some people you can talk to be able to get some help with that. Okay, there's no shame in it. The sooner that you identify you need some help, the better off you are. And so we can look to nighttime on Tuesdays. We can look to 8B on Wednesdays. Lunch support, math or English, upstairs above the CAF is an awesome resource, highly underutilized. I definitely recommend you check that out. We also have the ADAPT Club, which is student-centered tutoring, and that's available after schools on some days as well. So make sure you're aware of what's available to you so that if things start to get difficult in your classes, that you're ready to respond. Also, if you need to stay after for activities or especially to meet with teachers, we have late buses available this year, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 4:30. So you'll have plenty of time after school to get some help and to be able to catch up or maybe prepare ahead of a test to be able to make sure that you're ready for what's coming your way. And lastly, not always are the obstacles that we meet academic. Sometimes they come emotional or mental health side of things. And so we have a lot of counseling services available. Definitely check in with your school counselor, either myself, Dr. Yetta, or Mrs. Flacco, and let us know how we can help. Either shoot us an email and say, hey, I'd love to talk about something, when are you available? Or just come down to home office F40 and we'll see what we can do to help you. All right, so those are the 4 R's: respect, responsibility, relationships, and resiliency. Looking forward to having a great year with you guys.
Hi, class of 2020. My name is Mrs. Bem. I'm here to go over some important dates and upcoming dates with you. First of all, the activities fair will be Tuesday, September 11th during all lunch periods. This is a chance for you to get out and see what types of clubs and activities the school has to offer. Just a reminder, there is no school on Monday, September 10th, as well as Wednesday, September 19th. In addition to that, back to school night will be held for all parents on September 27th, which is a Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Also, PSAT registration ends September 12th. All right, the form was emailed to you. It is also available in Home Office D103 as well as F40. Please return that form with $16 to Home Office D103. Wednesday, October 10th, PSATs will take place during school, and all juniors need to make sure that they register in advance.
Good morning, class of 2020. My name is Miss Young, and I am one of your class advisors, but I am also one of the SGA co-advisors here at the high school. I'm here to tell you about some exciting events that are coming up next week in terms of homecoming and pep rallies and all kinds of fun stuff. First up is Spirit Week, which will be Monday, September 17th through Friday, September 21st. There'll be signs throughout the school: America Monday, Tie-Dye Tuesday, Throwback Thursday, North Penn Friday. Friday culminates all of the homecoming activities with the homecoming assembly and the pep rally, and of course, the big event at the football game Friday night. In order to take part in all the homecoming festivities, a couple quick things you need to know. Starting on Tuesday, September 11th, we are selling homecoming tickets during all lunches in the cafeteria. Tickets are $20. What does your ticket get you? It gets you entrance to the pep rally during 8th period on Friday. It gets you a pregame tailgate t-shirts. Signs will be up throughout the school so you can see the design. It will get you a chance to be in the preferred student section and in the crowd, and it also gets you your game ticket and the pregame tailgate out in the courtyard on Friday the 21st. Lots of good things happening. Last year, over 1,000 students attended this tailgate party, so it's an exciting event. Everybody wears their tailgate shirts to school that day, and then we cheer on the North Penn Knights. If you have any questions, see Mr. Berger or myself. Throughout the day, there'll be signs throughout the school, and we can't wait for the homecoming season.
Once again, juniors, we are excited for this school year and looking forward to all the great things that it's going to bring you. We're going to end this with a little slideshow. Thank you to everyone who submitted pictures to Mr. Feeney's request through Naviance. But here's a little sampling of what you did this summer.